Now, I think my personal favourite of your films is Let Me Die a Woman, because it's just the strangest film I've ever seen in my entire life.
The strangest film I ever did, too, in my entire life.
When I wake up in the morning, I am always a little surprised. This is my life, and I am happy. I used to wear baggy shirts that were concealing. Now I wear things that flatter me, that go with my coloring. I love clothes. I am lonely, yet I feel wonderful because I'm a woman now. Last year, I was a man.
How did the project begin?
Well, truly, this is how it began. Zelda Suplee, who had the first nudist camp that I shot in, called me one day just to say hello, and I asked her what she was doing. I was looking for something different to do, because when you don't have a great deal of money, you know, when your budget is low, you try to get some kind of gimmick. And I asked Zelda what she was doing, and she told me she was working with transsexuals. And that gave me the idea. And she gave me the name of this Dr. Leo Waldman, who was working with them. And I contacted him, and we made a deal so that all the people you see are actually transsexuals. There are no actors in that film. They're all real people.
Now, this is Steve, a male transsexual who has not had the operation and is working as an automobile mechanic in order to accumulate sufficient money for the sex change operation. This is a female who wishes to become a male and is dressed as a male in order to maintain her job as the manager of a supermarket. We have here a 55-year-old diabetic who also has other illnesses and yet firmly believes that age makes no difference as far as a sex change is concerned.
So how did you develop the reality into a film? What kind of story did you give it?
It's a story about unhappy people who want to be other than what they are, and how they go about getting changes and what happens to them afterwards, and things like that. You know, very exciting. But it wasn't an easy film to do, because I felt so sorry for these people, and then I felt that maybe I was exploiting them, and I was very happy when the film was finished.
And what did you feel when it was finished? Did you think you had exploited them?
No, because I paid them well, better than I paid any of the others, and they were all very happy to be in it.
Does he know about you?
Oh, no, I'm afraid to tell him. He'll leave me. I can't take that chance.
You have the body of a woman. You feel like a woman, don't you?
I always felt like a woman, even when I had a penis.
Don't be a fool. Don't tell him. You'll never know the difference.
There's always the chance that someone will tell him and he'll leave you because you weren't honest with him.
It was probably the most extreme gimmick you've ever used.
I would say so.
Did you feel that you had to keep topping yourself like that?
Oh, no. It was just something different.
I think probably your most famous films have got to be the Chesty Morgan ones.
Yes, I would say so.
So how did that whole episode come about? Where did you first meet Chesty?
I knew somebody that knew her manager. And he told me about Chesty Morgan. And again, I'm looking for gimmick. And so I called her. And I met with her. And we signed a deal. We made a deal. I met her a few times, of course. We made a deal. I wrote the story. And then I shot. And of all the people I ever worked with, she was the most difficult. She really was difficult. But be that as it may.
Do you know that the female breast knows...
This is the plot you thought up once again.
Of course.
I think Freudians might read some interesting things into that.
Such as what, sir?
I don't know, I'm not a Freudian, but I suppose if we find one and ask them...
No, it's just a good idea, I think. Different, let's put it that way.
Yeah, no, how successful was the film?
Successful. I sold her to AIP in its entirety.
Now, Doris, Chesty Morgan is, of course, famous for her remarkable physique more than anything else.
I would say so.
Is that all natural, or is she...
No, I believe it's natural. I truly believe that.
So what actually were her measurements when you were working?
Oh, God, I don't know, like 4 million. I don't know. I don't know, but they were unreal.
So successful was their partnership that Doris and Chesty swung back into action with another film, Double Agent 73.
She's a spy in the film, and she has a camera implanted in her breast, so that every time she's on looking for someone, looking for film, you know, whatever, she has to take a picture of it, so she has to expose her breast and click.
So what was this? This was a way of you getting sex into the picture?
Well, that's not really sex. It's just a gimmick. It's exploitation. That's not sex, not in my estimation. Who has seen a bosom like hers? She was incredible. And that's what made it successful, I guess.
When you look at your movies, how would you like them to be seen? How do you want people to look at your career?
Depends upon them. I don't really care how they... I know that what I did to the best of my ability. I was fair with everybody, and that's all that counts. As to how they see it, I don't know. And I don't really, as I said, I don't really care.
Do you plan to retire from making films?
No, I'm not old enough.
So when will you retire?
When I die. And even then, as I said, I may make films in hell.
Bad girls go to hell.